Chef Lillie is joining me in the kitchen today from Asian Inspirations. Thank you so much.
And thank you for having me along.
Oh my God, of course. I mean, I know the ingredients here are going to lean to a dish, but before I get excited about this, I just want a little background on you.
Well, I was born in Vietnam, so this is right at home for me.
Beautiful.
And I love Asian food. I love sharing Asian food, and this is where we are.
So exciting.
Right at it.
And you do a lot of work, which I love, with charities, and you get to feed people and use lots of leftovers, which is amazing. I love that, what you're trying to show. Yeah, the concept of just teaching people how to use up what's in their pantry and make a beautiful, wholesome meal without having to go out and spend so much money and waste food. So you're incredible.
That's what we're going to be doing as well today.
Lots of preserving and getting the most out of the produce.
Absolutely.
So banh mi's are on the menu.
Yep, so this is one of those things that you can have for breakfast, lunch or tea, really.
Yum.
Okay?
I love it.
The main thing is to make sure we get the pork belly going.
Yes.
When I'm doing pork belly, because I don't normally marinate the meats, right? So I just like to put a bit of a cut through the meat.
Fantastic.
There.
Beautiful.
And then that way we can rub the flavours in there.
Oh.
Just going to get you to help me pop some of that lemongrass in there.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Just right in the nooks and crannies.
Yeah, just get it right in there.
Oh,
and what we're going to do is we're going to put some of this master sauce, the squid bran fish sauce.
Fantastic.
Now,
so beautiful fish sauce.
Yep.
Straight in. And
so
honestly,
we're gonna,
this is
so straight in there. I mean, if you want to, you can mix it up in a bowl first, and we're going to add a bit of sugar.
Bit of sugar.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Just sprinkle that on. Yep. I'm going to get you to get your hands dirty.
Love it.
So this is the master that's going to go to flavour the meat.
Yum.
Okay, and if you can just rub this, about a tablespoon of it.
Love to.
Okay,
it's
rub
so
that in
strong.
there.
Oh, that smells incredible, Lillie.
Okay.
Beautiful.
And we're going to put a bit of oil just to seal the meat underneath.
Yep. Beautiful. Make sure everything sticks to the meat.
Sticks to the meat. Yep.
Beautiful.
All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take some foil.
Beautiful.
And we're going to wrap the pork.
Fantastic.
In the foil.
Yep.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I normally like to make a little tray out of the foil.
Beautiful little bed. Yeah. Tuck in the pork belly.
Tuck in the pork belly. But also that seals in all the juice underneath.
Uh-huh. And all the flavour as well.
Nice and moist.
Beautiful.
And we're going to score the
meat.
The skin on top. Just a brief. Yep. That's it, perfect. And so we're going to just rub a bit of oil on top.
Beautiful.
And we're going to sprinkle lots of salt there.
Yep.
So the salt actually helps dry up the skin.
Yep.
Absorbs all the moisture.
Beautiful.
Then it makes it crackle.
Love it. Beautiful.
That's it. And then we're going to pop that in the air fryer.
Fantastic. Now I've cranked the heat on this, so nice and hot. Pull this down.
Yep. Pop that in.
Beautiful pork belly. Straight in. All right. Straight on. Timer on for around half an hour until it's perfectly cooked and super crispy.
Okay.
Too easy, Lillie. I love it. All right, so pickles.
We've got carrots.
Yep.
A couple of carrots, just julienne the carrots.
Beautiful.
Now, normally we use daikon in this recipe.
Yes.
But sometimes you have a lot of Aussies, especially us, if we want to buy our daikon, we're going to have trouble, we're going to struggle. So instead, we're actually using apples today.
Yum, so beautiful Granny Smith apples.
Granny Smith apples do perfectly.
Okay. Yum, and you're going to slice the same?
Yes, please.
Beautiful, I can do that for you. And so a quick pickle, so a cold pickle?
Yep, but in the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to add to that about half a cup of sugar.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just going to put about half a cup of sugar in there.
Beautiful.
We're actually going to add about 1 cup of vinegar in there. Now, I'm actually using the Obento rice vinegar.
Yep, beautiful.
Okay.
And so, Lillie, with this pickle, obviously to make pickles, it's sometimes best to make a whole heap and then keep them in the fridge. Can you do that with this recipe?
Oh, absolutely. You can keep this in a jar, and keep that in your fridge for a whole week. I'm going to call back my fish sauce here. So traditionally you use that bit of salt in there.
Yep.
Okay, but I like the flavours. So I'm just going to add about 1 tablespoon of squid and fish sauce in there.
Beautiful.
And then we're going to add our vinegar in it as well.
Love it.
And this is all you do. So that can just sit there until we're ready to put everything together.
I love it.
Okay?
That's way too easy.
So we're going to just mix that through.
Beautiful.
Would you like me to add a bit of chili to this?
Hey, if you add chili, Lillie, let's do it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
It's not a must, but what happens is you'll find the chilies will infuse into the solution.
Yep.
And it just makes everything so much better.
Little spice. Beautiful. So the pork belly's cooking, the pickles are gonna do its thing, and basically what we need to do before we start assembling is just wait for everything to come together.
Absolutely. That's how easy it is.
I love it. I'm never buying a banh mi ever again.
That's
definitely
good.
making it.
That's awesome.
All right, Lillie, let's have a look at this pork belly. That looks pretty good.
Looks
I
really
reckon
good.
we'll leave it, we'll let it rest so all those juices don't fall out. So let's talk assembling a banh mi.
Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to basically slice up the bread rolls first.
Beautiful.
All right, would you like to do that?
Love
While
to.
I get the pate ready.
And then you want me to go as far as I can, but not fully
cut
through?
it through, that's
Fantastic.
right. Okay.
So on the side, beautiful crispy banh mi rolls.
So, yep, you can buy those, and if you can't access these little bread rolls, the crispy bread roll, the Vietnamese bread rolls, you can actually buy the French baguettes. This is the French influence, by the way.
I was going to say, this is the French influence, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's right. So, and what we're going to do, I'm just going to give you a knife as well, get you to do the dirty work.
I love it. Otherwise, I'll just stand here and eat all the garnishes.
So I'm going to get you to spread some pate on each and every one of them.
Beautiful.
Okay?
On both sides or just one side?
The bottom. Normally we put on the bottom. And then I'm going to Kewpie mayo, and we are going to put some of this beautiful mayo into the bread roll as well.
And like you're saying, this is that French influence, the pate and the bread roll.
Whilst you're doing that, I'm just going to do the mayo.
Beautiful.
Okay, so we've got a bit of saltiness, a bit of sweetness, and a bit of sourness, a bit of spice.
That's what I love most about Vietnamese food, though. It's balancing all those flavours.
And we've got the crunch as well, so it's got everything there.
Yum. Oh, this is so good.
Smells so good already, right?
Lily, I'm the kind of person when I've got friends over for lunch or for dinner, everything goes in the middle of the table and everyone assembles their own. And I feel like this is such a great dish.
Oh,
You know,
perfect.
a big plate of all the rolls, you've got your pate, like you've got here, everything beautifully presented and everyone just makes their own. That way you can actually sit back as the host and not do any work.
That's what I do.
Actually enjoy a dinner party or having friends over for
You know
lunch.
what? That's what I do too. I'm a lazy chef, so I don't do anything.
So am I, Lily. So am I.
How's it going?
Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to gently pull this
Gonna get
out.
this out. Yep. Okay, so we're going to slice it up.
Fantastic. That crackle, so hard to cut through. It's not glamorous, Lily. I hope that's okay.
That's okay.
It's still nice and hot. You can
the
take.
main thing is to get the pork into the roll.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and do that.
Yep.
So what we've got there so far,
Beautiful.
bit of meat, a bit of everything. We'll put a slice or two of cucumber, whatever you like
Fantastic.
to it. Okay.
Yes.
And then a bit of the pickled vegetables.
Yum.
Now, I love loading mine with loads of
Load
pickled
it up. Load up. It's fresh.
I can't stand it when they only give you a few bits of carrots.
I know.
Okay.
Or I put one leaf of coriander in there. Never enough.
Okay, so we've got our spring onion.
Beautiful.
As well.
Our sexy spring onions.
Sexy spring onion, absolutely. You got to do it the
Yum.
right way. Lots of coriander, the way you like it.
Some chili.
And absolutely, a bit of chili there. And how good is that?
Look
now,
at that, Lily. That is the best looking banh mi. Crispy pork, pate, lots of mayonnaise, generously filled. Lily, you're a banh mi queen.
you know what? And you can do all this in the comfort of your own kitchen, and you
love
don't
it.
even have to pick up the phone to call Uber.
There you go.
Because you got to wait for 45
Exactly.
minutes to get there, so you may as well cook it yourself.
Oh, Lily, well, this is lunch sorted. You and I will cut the rest of the pork and we
we'll
can
make the
dig
rest.
in. Love it.
All right, let's go.
Well, Lily, cheers to homemade
Cheers.
banh mi's. That is absolute heaven. It would be rude to not dig in. Maybe I'll just try the pickles because I feel like it's going to get a bit messy on TV. But the perfect banh mi. Make sure you head to our website to get the recipe because honestly, once you make a homemade banh mi, I don't think you can go back to store-bought. Make sure you've got the squid brand fish sauce as well because that marinade on the pork,
Perfect.
absolute perfection.
Cheers.